one of those games was in Enskeaton on Sunday morning, and little did you know at the time, you were in close proximity to the new Limerick football manager, 𝘕𝘰𝘦𝘭𝘴, who was obviously over Newcastle looking for a three in a row. But the announcement came out a few hours after their win over Cloughan that Jimmy is set to be ratified as the new Limerick football manager. And having spent, a share of time with Jimmy over the last few years with his role in Newcastle, you can't but be happy for him and excited for Limerick football, because we've seen what Jimmy has done with his native Newcastle. He's obviously well able to guide a team, has seen Newcastle win back-to-back titles. They've got to a Munster final. So congratulations first and foremost to Jimmy, and he looks to be the outstanding candidate.
Yeah, Jack, 𝘕𝘰𝘦𝘭𝘴, I will kill him. I interacted with him so often on the sideline on the last Sunday, and you too interacted with him at halftime, because he told me, but happiest congratulations to Jimmy. And Jimmy is a very good fit for the job. And it isn't as if to somebody that's coming in that's a greenhorn to the whole Limerick setup. Jimmy has been part of the Limerick setup in the past with his brother Billy, and we saw what that led to. A transition from Division 4 to Division 2 under their watch, and his record, is very, very impressive, Jack. Newcastle West are seeking a third in a row this year, and Jimmy has been the manager for the last 2 years. And what we should not forget is that he has managed very, very successfully to juggle between managing the Newcastle West senior football team and the club's premier intermediate hurling team, who got to the semi-final of the county championship last year. So I think that speaks volumes for the type of man we're talking about and the type of character we're talking about. He obviously has that capacity, Jack, to get the best out of people. And you can see, I suppose you could say it, a kind of a laid-back management style, as we have known with interactions with him over the years. But yeah, I think it's a very, very good fit, and it'll be very interesting in the coming weeks, Jack, to see what the composition of his backroom team will be. From his career background, I would expect that he would put he will put an awful lot of thought into that. But having said that, he will not be sitting on it either, because he will be anxious, like himself, to get his backroom team in place and to ensure that they can run the rule over as many players and as many clubs as they can between now and the end of the football championships.
Yeah, and I suppose Jimmy has seen an awful lot of teams up close and personal over his career, I suppose. So that's a huge advantage to actually have seen those players. But you mentioned his managerial style. He's a gentleman. If you ever met one, he's Jimmy. But I know for a fact, if the hammer needs to be hammered, he's the one to tell the Newcastle boys what needs to be done, and I'm sure he'll do the same for Limerick. So congratulations, first and foremost, to Jimmy. As you said, it'll be interesting to see who's with him in that regard. But yeah, it's an exciting appointment, Matt.
It is a very, very exciting appointment, and you can see the level of respect that his players have. We've seen it at first hand. I saw it at first hand last Sunday on the sideline. He was there up and down past us, and yeah, look, I think it's a very, very good appointment, and I wish Jimmy the very, very best of luck. First of all, in his deliberations with his management team, and then when he takes over the reins later this year.